let's dig into the Google event news. So
Yeah.
there's some information out there hinting at a 10-6 event. 10-6, right?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, 10-6 because that's the Thursday, and we're thinking
Yes.
maybe they'll have the event
Yes.
on
Yep.
the 4th or 5th, and then stuff will get maybe released on the 6th.
Yeah. So the rumor is from Front Page Tech, John Prosser, which he's got a pretty good record.
Yeah, especially with Google stuff.
He's been pretty spot on with Google stuff for sure.
Yeah. So it's insider, it's probably the same dude.
I haven't followed any of his like Apple stuff. I obviously I don't, and we don't really track that stuff. I'm assuming he's probably got a good record there. Too. It seems like he's got a good process.
He's pretty accurate there too. And again, you get.
I saw that.
Process.
I got to see what you did there. Process.
Processor.
John Process.
Prosser process.
Yes.
It's the Prosser process.
Exactly.
But yeah,
You better coin that.
take it. You can have it, John.
It's fine.
It's all yours, brother.
But yeah, basically, when stuff gets leaked like this, there's somebody on the inside that's decided to put their neck on the line for God knows what reason. I don't really understand it.
Because they're anonymous.
We did one thing like this, and it almost went really bad for the person that gave us the thing.
Yeah.
Almost went very, very badly for them really quick. And this was on a Chromebook. And so this isn't like, I don't know. It seems really strange to me. But, yeah, I'd imagine they like talk in like encrypted channels only and all this kind of stuff. Like they have
I would
to
say
be
if
super
somebody
secretive.
like Prosser or others that get a lot of leaks, like I guarantee you they have a full-blown process. Like we only chat here, and you send stuff here, and you mail it to this thing, and then we mail it to me.
We'll
or
mail
whatever.
you a burner.
Yeah, or maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
Awesome.
VPNs, Telegram,
Right.
all that stuff. Yeah.
Anywho, yeah, he gets this stuff all the time. So it tells me they've probably got one or two guys on the inside that are connected enough to know, which again would make you think, couldn't Google just be like, there's only one or two people that would know all of these things. It's got to be one. Whatever. So he gets it from these people. Sometimes those plans change, though. Like sometimes it's easy to go, well, see, he didn't get the leak right. He was wrong. Well, yeah, they changed the plan. He was right at that point.
Yeah.
That was the plan.
Information
and
he
then it
was
changed.
given was correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Anywho, he is normally pretty accurate with Google stuff, and they're saying the pre-orders will start October 6th. For the Pixel 7's Pixel 7 Pro.
Yep.
And the phone will be shipping on the 13th.
Yep.
So that lines up just like they did with the 6A
Previous, yep.
and the Pixel Buds Pro, which says, that makes a lot of sense. The only thing that doesn't line up with these dates, and this doesn't matter at all, but Google's always, I went back when I wrote this, I was like, look back at the dates again. I can't remember. I thought they had events on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. But they've only had events on Tuesdays and Wednesdays ever. So that would be on Thursday. I don't know if that's worth anything. But they could do whatever they want.
Yeah, exactly.
But, they had two events on October 4th on Tuesday. This year, October 4th will be on a Tuesday again. So they could do that again. No, I'm sorry. October 4th was the first 2 years. It was Tuesday, Wednesday. Obviously, one day off.
Right.
But we've come full circle, and it's year 7. You can go back to the 4th on a Tuesday again.
For the Pixel 7.
Yeah.
There you go.
7
We
years
have
in.
deciphered it.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. We
But
have no idea.
They could do the event on the 4th and say pre-orders go live on Thursday.
Right.
I mean, this leak was about pre-orders. It was not about the event. So we're drawing some conclusions. First week of October, it looks like we're going to be having a Google event.
Was there any mention of location? Obviously, it's been in New York as of late.
Yeah, it's only been in San Francisco, twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
First two.
First two, so.
And then they've been in New York ever since.
So-
And I think it's just a better location for most publications, for most people.
But as we were talking about a little bit right before we started rolling, I just don't see a scenario where they do an in-person event. I mean, they did with I/O, but that's an outdoor. It's an amphitheater.
Yeah, and it was still very limited.
But
compared to
that
what they normally have.
I think a lot of that will probably hinge on what back to school looks like, because like it or not, we're gonna have a spike in the next few weeks.
This variant of COVID, like it's the one that I had, I'm positive was, and granted I'm vaxxed and boosted and I've had it before, so maybe all that contributes to it too. But it was a mild cold at worst. Like we barely even knew we were sick.
But if like New York's numbers increase 50% the week before October, Google's not going to invite people from all over the country.
You got to remember, for these types of events, Apple has yet to have one in person, and Apple's the type of company that they kind of set these precedents. So if they're still doing just virtual, and that's what they're planning on doing for their fall event. Google's not going to stick their neck out and be like, we'll do it.
Yeah, the PR from that alone isn't worth it.
Nope, not yet, unfortunately.
Yeah. I have a hard time seeing it being an in-person event. As badly as we want to go to New York
Fluffy.
and go to Fluffy
New York.
and go check out the new Google stores.
Yep.
As badly as we want to do that, we obviously still have to be very mindful of this pandemic and what we're dealing with. So. I mean, it is what it is, and they've gotten very, very good at these virtual events.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, as much as we want to go and do it, the virtual events are fine.
They are, and I think like they've gotten better too at getting the hardware out. Like, so they work with a third party that gets that stuff out. And we get our stuff well before the embargo, and we.
Why is there this excitement though about being at the event and having the showroom floor where we get to go film and everyone else is there filming? Like, there's a certain
there's an electricity
there's an
that comes
excitement
with
about that,
you don't
and even
get anywhere else.
And even the way we talk about it ends up being a little bit more excited than.
And that's why they do them,
right?
Yeah, I mean,
when we get it
like,
shipped here and we open up the box, like, we're excited, but it's. We get stuff every single week
like
that we
CES.
unbox. Like,
we've pared CES down to the point where we have a few meetings and that's all we have to do. But it was such a gut punch when we didn't get to go.
Oh gosh, I was sick this last year when we had to cancel. Which once we looked at what it looked like,
it was
the right choice. But it sucked in the moment, like having to make that decision. I was like,
the massive big booths, like the I don't know if it was the Samsung one or whatever, because they have these massive.
LG. It was the LG.
To call it a booth is silly.
It is not even a booth. It's
a department store.
It's a warehouse.
It's a small grocery store size,
Yeah, huge.
And yet it was just sparse and
ghost town.
Terrible.
Yeah.
So anywho, we definitely made the right choice there. But I would be excited to get to go to New York. Perhaps there's an opportunity where if they do invite some folks, you get to maybe go get some one-on-one time with some reps.
Yeah.
That could be really cool. We don't necessarily have a big event, but we at least get to go and chat with some folks. What's up, everyone? Thanks so much for watching this clip of the Chromecast podcast. If you want to see this full episode, you can check out our other YouTube channel, the Chromecast podcast on YouTube, and watch the full episode there. But if you like this clip here, make sure to give us a thumbs up. Go down there, click subscribe, and click the notification bell right next to it so you get an alert when we put out future clips just like this one. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.